When I first went into running, I just wanted to be able to finish not in last place, but every week I'd get better and better, and I figured it would be from coming to practice every day. So after a while, it was just got easier and more fun. Now I love it.
I was a JV runner freshman and sophomore year. I was pretty bad. I was back of the pack runner, middle pack runner. And one summer I realized if I want to keep doing this, I need to run over the summer. So I went to the summer workouts, did everything, and first time trial at Little Ed, I beat a ton of people I never thought I would ever beat, and it's been a phenomenal year. My confidence has soared. People look at me now as the runner, not just the weird kid who sits in the back of the class.
Track is more about speed, and I had never been fast at running at all on a track. But as soon as I started, I slowly improved, and my times got much better than I ever thought they would be. And especially the encouragement from other people helped me get through this.
When I first started the season, my goal was just to be able to finish a race, and I didn't know how much I would improve. And my PR when I first started was about 6 minutes in the mile, and I dropped down to a 5:25 at the end of the year, and that was really gratifying.
Okay, so before I started track, I didn't want to do it because I thought it would be too hard, and I thought it would be asking too much of me doing another sport as well. And so I was forced to go out for a week and see what it was like. And I go out, and it was hard, but it was fun too. And I really enjoyed it, and as the weeks went on, I had more fun. I met new people, which was really fun, and I really enjoyed the sport.
When I went into track, I was expecting it to be slow. I play basketball, and that's a fast-paced game. But when I got here, the energy was actually more up than basketball, and I was surprised by that.
We finally, I think, came to sort of a core group of people who just sort of developed a bond, and we all really got along, and we all felt really comfortable around each other. And I think because of that, we were able to, it got everybody else motivated because we all wanted to be here.
It gets easier as you go on, and also you learn to love it. Like, track is my second family, and it's such an amazing sport. You just get so much out of it, both individually and as a team.
The rewards in track are very proportional to the effort you put into it. It's just how hard you work and how much you put into it individually, how hard you push yourself, and you can tell how when you put the work in, it really pays off, because your times start going down and you start jumping farther just because of the effort that you put in and how hard you pushed yourself.
There's sort of just an atmosphere of improvement and getting better that just everyone kind of grasps. I mean, no matter whether you're the last distance runner or the fastest sprinter or just in the middle, it seems everyone's trying to put that extra effort in and even doing the little things.
As my high school career has gone on, I found that I've become much more dedicated to track because my love of the sport and as well as the people, getting to know them better, has really grown.
I love having teammates in my workouts that help me, that push me, and being able to go to big meets like Mount Sac and run in the distance medley relay and the 4x800 and breaking the school record.
Everybody here wants to do well in track, not just have fun, and by doing well, they have fun at the same time.
I think track's satisfying because no matter where you start out, you work hard through practice and you see the benefits of your hard work when you compete because you get faster or jump farther or whatever you do. It gets better throughout the season, so there's a certain reward to the workouts you do and to all the time you put in during practices.
It's a big feeling to put yourself through a hard race, and to know to come out on top that you helped your team and you helped your teammates, and you proved something to yourself as well to be able to go out and show how tough you are on the track.
Go! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! All the way through, all the way through, all the way through!
At the beginning of the season, I was mostly a 100 and 200 runner, and when I first found out I had to be in the 4x4, I was really scared because it seemed like a forever race, like it would just keep on going on, and I was really scared. But I went out there and I ran it, and I loved it from the first time I ran it, and ever since, I love that race so much, the 4x4 especially, because it's such a team thing and you really get pumped up for it. And running the 400, it's become one of my favorite events just because there's so much room for improvement.
The thing that I felt most proud of the season was I finally broke past that feeling of just hanging back all the time. This year I kind of just said, you know what the heck, I worked this hard, why not try and hurt a little bit? And I pushed myself a little bit harder and it's paid off.
I love to hurdle because the feeling when you clear one, when you're going over, it's like you're floating, you're flying, you're completely unattached.
Well, the track team is a lot different than any other team I've ever been on, and when I first came out here, it just kind of seemed like we were all kind of one family, and they all kind of welcomed me.
Running track is something different than a lot of things because it's something that it's really scary, like running a hard race. I mean, you go out there, you step out on the track for a 400 and you know that you're gonna be in pain and it's gonna hurt, but it's so much more worth it because you can walk away from the track and say, I just pushed myself harder than I knew I could push myself. And you never know how fast you can run it until you run it. And so you look back on it and you know that all the work you did paid off. And it's just a feeling of accomplishment because, yeah, it hurts, but it's so fun and you know that you've given it everything you have, and that's just a really rewarding experience.
At the beginning of the year, I didn't really have a definite set goal. I always looked ahead to see, okay, I would like to be throwing about 115 by the end for discus. All the throwers really helped each other out, and we were always looking at each other for advice and support, and it was kind of like a little family.